Hi, this is Wendy.
And this is Troy at Chick-a-Woof Ranch, and we are here to do our 30 random facts about us.
Thanks to Eric at Life and Farmland, Cog Hill, and Texas Boys for calling us out. So here's our 30 random facts.
Fact number 1. We have been drinking raw goat milk for 6 years now, and we haven't died yet.
Still here. Random fact number 2. I have been bitten by countless animals or things. I guess I like to push the envelope. There's the normal dogs, cats, rabbits, chickens, gerbil.
She bit me. Cherry bit me. Did you know that goats do have molars? They don't have top teeth, but they have molars.
But I have also been bitten by a dolphin, and I have pricked my finger on a sea urchin.
And an iguana.
And an iguana. Iguana bit me, mistakenly. My finger was not the banana.
I have 3 older boys from a previous marriage, and their names are Nathan, Eric, and Brandon. You don't see them here on the video very often because they are older and they're
college and
high school. So they're very busy. So, but I do miss them terrible.
One of our favorite vacation spots is Ely, Minnesota. We both love to canoe. Hoping to get back there, but it doesn't happen readily with having a homestead and having dairy goats.
Right. Since we milk twice a day, it's a pretty big task to have someone come in and do that for you twice a day. And the last time we went for a week solid. We went canoeing we were on the water for 6 days. So it's quite the trip.
That was before we moved out and had a farm.
That's right. My favorite childhood toy was the Evel Knievel wind-up motorcycle.
Even midair somersaults. And for that big jump, here's Evel. Up and over that 4-foot ditch.
Everybody has a celebrity look-alike, and Troy's celebrity look-alike is Billy Bob Thornton, the actor. Not so much right now with the beard, but when he's got his goatee, he looks a little bit like that. And I went to high school with a band member. Billy Bob Thornton has a band called the Boxmasters. And because I went to high school with one of his guitarists, they came back to hometown to give a concert. And so I got to meet Billy Bob Thornton, or Bud as his friends call him. And I was pregnant with Daphne at the time. She's our second child together, and we have not found out the sex of any of our children before they were born. And so at this time I was 8 months along, and I had 3 people tell me that Daphne was going to be a girl. And mind you, there were no boys. 3 older boys, and then Lucas, and no girls at this point. So I had 3 random people tell me that I was going to have a girl. And Billy Bob Thornton happened to be one of them. And so there you go. We got our girl Daphne. Still the only girl.
How much you want for 'em?
We have met Wrangler Star twice.
At Mother Earth News.
Mother Earth News. And he's kind of the reason that I started the channel, because I was a big fan. Still am. I still watch a lot of the videos. But I do have a pencil to prove it.
If the line is long, you can come back later if you want. Thank you.
Thank you, Officer Taylor.
I do have a graphic design degree. I use that at Flight Safety International. I work there, and I do graphic animations, and I kind of manage a lot of the artwork that goes along with that. And I was part of that plane crash about 3 years ago that crashed into our building.
We got a plane crash at Mid-Continent Airport.
I was actually in the building at the time, but luckily made it out alive. There were several people that did not. It was a pretty bad accident, and but
Could have been a lot worse.
could have been a lot worse.
I have always loved animals, and my first pet was a cat at about the age of 2. I wanted to be a veterinarian growing up because I loved animals, and that was the career I could think of. However, I have been a hairstylist for about 25 years coming up now. But during that time, I did look into going back to school, or rather going to college to get a degree in zoo science. So I volunteered at the zoo for 6 months and was there bitten by one of the Kia birds that they had in the zoo at the time. And also I have worked as a receptionist for a veterinarian. And now, currently, I just doctor my own animals, so it's come in handy, whatever.
Fact number 11. We're on 11 now.
Okay.
I can ride a unicycle. Number 12. We do not have a tractor or a pickup truck. And if you haven't seen the video where I talk about that, I'll link that right there.
I was a thumb sucker growing up. I sucked my thumb until about first grade when the dentist embarrassed me, and that's kind of what got me to stop, that he knew I sucked my thumb. However, fact, most kids that suck their thumb or pacifier do not suffer from allergies. So guess what? I don't suffer from allergies, starting to get a little seasonal allergies, but Lucas, Daphne, and Corbin. Lucas was a thumb sucker, Daphne had a pacifier, and Corbin is a thumb sucker again. Guess what? No allergies. Lots of good immunities there.
Okay, as a kid, one of my favorite shows was Land of the Lost, and I was terrified of the slee stacks.
What's that?
Fact number 15. In general, I love contests. And one of my favorites was, and still do it a bit, is dressing up my dogs.
Be a little bit terrified right now. Look at Charlie.
We have a local event that our Humane Society puts on, which is called Woofstock. And I participated in that contest for at least about 10 years, almost consistently. And I dressed up. I had 2 basset hounds that I started out dressing up, and some of my winning contest costumes were hula hounds. I also won with disco dogs, and the last win that I had was when I dressed up as Roz from Monsters Inc., and Cherokee, our big livestock guardian dog, was Sully.
Fact number 16. Our daughter Daphne was shot with an arrow 3 years ago on Thanksgiving at Wendy's parents' house on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And it was pretty scary. I will leave a link to my Facebook page, our Facebook page, And
It kind of tells the story of what happened, but the arrow did not go in very far. But the kid was not supposed to be shooting a compound bow in town, and he was aiming at a jug on top of a hay bale, and the arrow went through the crack in the privacy fence. He had his target set up against the privacy fence, and it missed, went through, and hit Daphne in the side. It kind of cut our Thanksgiving dessert by that time short.
Yeah. But thankfully, everything's all right. She's fine, and we're all good, and we're very thankful that that God was protecting her at that time. Fact number 17. If you get a message from us here at Chick-a-Woof Ranch from our YouTube page, 100% of the time it's probably going to be from me. I run the page, I do all the video editing, I check all the stats and all that stuff. Wendy is just an actor.
Actor? Not an actor.
A character. You're a character here on the farm. No?
No, I'm the farm manager. 18. This is not a fact. I'm going to rebuttal this right away. I do not cheat on contests. I have a special technique if it's a raffle. Techniques are good. So, you give your paper a special little crumple. I'm not the only one that does this. Makes for a, little grabbing, tactile. So.
She wads up the raffle when she puts it in. It's an unfair advantage. It's cheating.
That doesn't always work, so.
Okay. When I graduated high school, I weighed less than 100 pounds.
Out here on the farm, the wind in Kansas blows a lot. And I do not like snot. I will not snuff my snot. So I get rid of it any chance I can. And that's usually by what we all know as blowing a snot rocket.
Take a deep breath in.
We eat a lot of eggs, and mostly because we had a lot of chickens. Probably too many chickens.
We've had 100 at one time. I don't know what we're down to right now.
Our livestock guardians, they do a great job protecting our chickens. Fact number 22. We do not have a horse yet. 23. I don't like naps. I don't even like sleeping very much.
I do. I like naps. I like sleeping.
Peaches, not skinny. I have a hard time watching videos where somebody is hanging off of a cliff or looking over a cliff or standing next to a cliff on a building or the ledge on a building. It makes my hands all sweaty.
All right, let's see how this goes.
My two favorite movies, don't judge, is Three Amigos and Iron Giant.
You stay. I go. No following.
Fact number 28. I like food. I like to eat. I love potlucks. But I did get food poisoning once from a buffet. Doesn't stop me.
Yeah, it was not pretty. We didn't even make it home.
I ate the food poisoning. I ate the bacteria. When people say they're not sure if they had food poisoning, oh, you're sure when you've had it.
Yep. Someday I would like to through hike the Appalachian Trail. And Wendy's going to.
How we found our farm. We started looking to live out, and we had told our realtor that we wanted to go north, and whenever we'd take our drives out in the country, we would leave our current house in the city of Wichita and we would go south because it was fast and easy, 20 minutes. We had been looking about 6 months when we found it, and believe it or not, we found this place on Craigslist. We found the listing on Craigslist, and it was on Daphne's second birthday online.
Growing up, I grew up around a lot of bluegrass music. My dad was big into bluegrass, always had a bluegrass band, and that's one of the things that I miss is all of the music and the music scene. Even though I can't sing or clap
or play
anything, I'm so not musically inclined. Bad. It's bad.
Last one, I guess, is about me. Fact number 30. My very first job was called roguing. I would walk through the wheat fields. This was at about age 14, maybe 13, 14, 15. My good friend, her dad owned a grain elevator in the small town that we lived in. And as a service to the farmers before they would harvest the wheat fields, we would load up a truck of kids, and this would last about a week, and we would walk through the wheat fields cleaning it up before the inspections happened. Try and stake out big patches of rye that would contaminate the whole crop before it was harvested. So that was my very first job. I earned about $100 for the week, and I thought that was big stuff. And I have also been a motel maid. Ooh, don't recommend that one.
And I also worked at a hotel when I was 18, and I ended up room service. I would not advise working room service. See some weird stuff. All right, so thanks again to Eric at Life and Farmland and Cog Hill Farms and the Texas Boys for asking us to do these 30 random facts about us. Hopefully you learned something about us that you didn't know, probably all of them, since we don't normally share a lot of personal stuff on our channel, but now we have. So now we want to call out a few channels. I think we're supposed to call out 5 channels. And as of a couple days ago, these channels had not made their 30 random facts. So I haven't checked in the last 2 days. So we're going to call out Delectable Mountains, Shadell over there. She's got a great channel. She's really sweet and is doing a lot of vegan and just and they just got a property. And I haven't checked in with her channel lately, but I think they just got a property and they're getting ready to move in the middle of April.
Okay. Road to the Farm. Like to call them out.
Yep. Melanie. Probably everyone knows Melanie at Road to the Farm. She's really sweet also.
She may be working on her video. We don't know.
Yep. Also, Daniel over at Arms Family Homestead. Really enjoy his videos. He's really not too far from us, about 6 hours, I think, a drive, and so we're pretty close, but that's still 6 hours away. Anyway, Daniel, you're up for your 30 random facts. Homestead Handyman. If you haven't checked out Homestead Handyman, he does a lot of crafts, well, a lot of building stuff. So he's built goat stanchions and the disc budding box, and he just recently built a greenhouse out of the Tuftex, so and did a really nice job on those. All right, so for the last call out, I want to do the Grass-Fed Homestead. Now, they've been doing a lot of videos on their pigs, and they just got their sheep, and we are really excited for them because they are new to the homesteading, and they're loading a lot of great videos, how-to videos, and interviewing a lot of professionals, and it's really been really informative. All right, so that's it for us, 30 random facts here at Chick-a-Woof Ranch. Again, I'm Troy and this is Wendy. And so if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I don't know how many more random facts we could share.
A lot.
A lot, maybe.
30's good.
30's okay. Yeah, we appreciate you coming by and watching the video if you made it this long. And so yeah, if you'd hit that subscribe button, that would be great. And we will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.